deal with that now. Just try not to make a noise. He saw me from this direction! God damn it! Damn. The cheese is hard. The cheese might be harder than actually fighting the boss. Don't go to the side that he can see, apparently. Because he's got one hell of a... This man's got 50,000 vision. He can see you fart across the other side of the map. You gotta go in stealthy, and when he detaches it from you, you cannot fuck it up once, or he'll relock on and you're dead. Or you have to just fight him. This is a level of fuckery I didn't realize, but yes, the assassin's armor, big help. This armor set, big fucking help. Okay. Gambit. A spell. Walk in. Immediately crouch. Hopefully the blaster detaches from me. There we go. And then I get Fart Cloud ready. Don't make a noise, don't make a noise. Any noise he will notice me. Any noise he will notice me. Ooh. Spell wore off. For some reason they do override each other like the dev said, but it doesn't quite override completely. Going to the right is the safest bet. Because he seems to be blinded on that side. If I go left, he'll see me. Enjoy your fart cloud, sir. Come here and wait it out. This is gonna take a lot of tries, isn't it? Because I can get it down to dwindle down his health for a while. Then you have to reapply the fart cloud repeatedly. Surprised the dagger and the spell still work together, but not very well. One does override the other, but it does slightly still take from each other, but not as much as it used to. Enough to get in, but after that, you're kind of on your own. If you try to do any Ashes of War, any magic that's not truly stealthy like this poison, then how did you notice me? See what I mean? Like, motherfucker knew I was there somehow. Because he took damage. Isn't it? So what, do I have to be behind him the whole time just applying fart gas? Let's try this again. Turn around. Thank you. The armor itself lets me be silent, so I don't need the silent talisman. It's just putting silent on silent. Kind of beats the purpose. Oh, triple came off me? What was that all about? I regen FP and HP, so it's fine. I kind of wish the blue dew talisman was actually just a normal talisman you can get in the base game. So I can do about 4K per try. I regenerate this 8 FP, so it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world because my FP restores. I mean, I'm doing what an actual assassin would do. Tick, 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 tick. And poisoned. Right? It should. There it goes. This takes a while, doesn't it? Pretty map, though. I'll probably have to poison him one more time, then be on the ready for this scene shift.
Promise you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Damn it! I didn't get the scene shift soon enough. I think I did it right, and then I got knocked out of it or something. So it takes 3 or 4 tries to get him knocked down. It's like, you're doing a lot harder work than just fighting the guy. It's like, I know. I'm very well aware of this. Sneaky. It's a good marker to know where I'll end up. So, fucking, how much do I have to do for a scene change? It's like 3 times on the 4th attempt he will alter, like, at near 2k. It's not like I'm doing a lot of damage to him per second. It's 45 a second. So, I don't know. It's just one of those fights. It's just, you either fight him head on for a difficult fight, or you fight him like that. It's a bit cheesy. But I haven't cheesed the boss in a while, so quite a little cheesy. Okay. So at 1095 he'll stop being poisoned. 4095 is when he stops. Takes 2 puffs of poison to proc it. I've done it twice now. I'm gonna go pee during this one. Also, so I only have arcane of 10. So, a really low arcane score. But all I need is 10. So this is number 3. Should have been kept in better track anyways, my dumb ass is dumb. Okay, 4th proc. 1, 2. Get ready. What? There it goes. Fourth proc at 1000 already? Do I have to go through 5 procs? Is that it? Okay. Okay, 4 procs is not enough, so 5th proc has got to be the key. I'm on the 5th proc. That 5 procs so far. It's hard to tell when his marker it's hit. Oh, there it is. See now. So when the little thing on the top flashes, I need to hit my thing. So it's 5 procs, huh? That is a long time. Okay. I think I got it now. Because it looked like it worked that one time. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, what combination am I going for here? Let's see if this talisman actually makes it last longer. I'm looking for the top right corner. I might have to puff him with more poison, but should be soon. I was thinking of using my cloak again, see if I could hide, since Mimic Veil's not working. Give it Mimic Veil one more try, but right as I see the thing click on the top right corner, I have to hit the button. Like right now. Yeah, that went without telling me it was gonna go. Oh well, I tried. I know there's a way, but I ain't gonna be able to do it. Shit. I can fight him like a normal motherfucker. Just equip what I need on and let my mimic and me go to town. Hopefully. But yeah, the cheese still works, it's just your timing has to be better than mine is all. And then I gotta give him all these things. This here. The prosthesis here. Yeah, there's ways around it. Go back to my memorizing the spells. Remove the two I don't need. Equip better armor and whatnot. Anything that gives me advantage in the jumping department and slashing. There we go. That should do. Let's go fight him legitimately now. Yeah, see, I'm doing more damage just fighting him. The cheese way still works, but you're better off just fighting his ass. Every weapon's good, you just gotta build around it. Even the regular daggers could do the job. Like, the toothpicks you get at the very beginning of the game, those work. They really do. Find the Astral War that hums with those with that weapon and your build and the right stats. No one can handle it. No boss can fight against it. Because you'll get used to it. I gotta remember which one is the double slash and which one's the Okay. Okay, first things first. And drink. Walk through. Summon. Oh, I ran out of stamina. No, I didn't. What? See, I'm supposed to be using the one where I maneuver quickly out of the direction I need to go. Like, the one where you dash and disappear for a half a second. That's a single iframe before you jump in the air and slash. Not only am I maximizing my damage with this build, in particular with the claws, I'm also healing. And it's good for my Mimic, because if my Mimic's using them, he's healing, proccing Frost, and constantly causing bleed buildup until Frost procs, bleed just gushes out of him. It's got the lowest bleed, one of the second lowest bleeds in the game, because people were bleeding people like a stuck pig when it first came out. It's like, one attack, boom, you bled twice. It's like, Jesus God! Okay, I drink this now to give my Mimic the stats as well. I enhance myself now. That way my Mimic has all this stuff when I come in. Also, when I roll, I do damage. They're quick swipes and slashes, and the Mimic will have the same second-hand ability of using the right shit. He's not impossible, it's just I just can't get hit hard. If I get hit too hard, my poor bastard brain gets rattled. How much poise damage does that damn thing do? Sometimes I can sneak underneath the attack by doing that, by the way. The shockwave from his back? I could give a different status element other than ice to the other claw, so I can tell the difference. I mean, I can switch between the two and then use them as needed. I mean, I could just give straight up bleed to one of them. Switch between the two. When you proc ice, you switch to bleed. Or may give it fire to undo the ice, but then he won't have the damage reduction. Since they're both doing bleed, it doesn't matter. There we go. So that will do poison. And poison. This one will do ice. I thought I could time that better. Himself the best he can, but he was about to trigger phase 2, but by then I don't know if he can survive. The big blast itself will probably kill him. Because mimics become pretty much useless after New Game Plus 5. They're so weak. Not even the flask can help. Maybe I'll give him the poison one to see if he'll do better that. I mean, he did get poison off, but I didn't get the ice proc off, so I'm the one that needs to be. Oof. Or should I just not give him any magic and just let him go ham? Because it's not doing me much of good anymore. I know he gets infinite FP, where I do not. And a lot of this faith stuff is not working in my favor. Like, I try to give him good things, but Wow, that actually worked!
Lord brother. At long last you are returned. Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world,
No, I'm pretty good.
then yield the path forward to us.
Nah, I'm good.
To I, Mikola, and my promised consort, Radahn.
No. You want to force people into a bit obedience. Ah, rolled the wrong way. See, he's not using the heal I gave him versus the heal that does over time. Probably... Yeah, the Mimic, it struggles with basic understanding of its own build that you give it. They kind of dumb him down to not be able to use everything in good succession. If you want to give him a heal, you give him one type of heal, one type of buff, and one time attack. It's the only way that works. That way he will heal himself more often. Like, if I remove this, he'll use this. See, one body buff, one attack, one support. And then a Mimic will actually use those to keep itself alive. Oh, you sneaky motherfucker! I don't get how the poison ones are just so vicious compared to the ice. Maybe because they're the... I'm trying to use the dodge one versus the... maybe the dodge one should be the poison claw and the ice one should be the fury swipes because, yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Because both are ice and it's fine then, but if I try to mix and match... let's see, let's try to mix and match the two and see what the Mimic does with that. Since he seems to be struggling. You wouldn't hurt a tree, would you? I messed up by pressing the wrong button! I pressed the wrong button, turned into a tree. I'm like, well, shit! Fucked! I'm like, God, that did not work out the way I wanted it to! Round 2. Let's see if I could do this right the first time. Whoa! He just went like, no. I love how he just went underneath like, ah, your blade didn't touch shit. Kinda like these claws. They're fun. I've done hand-to-hand already once. So it's not a big deal. Head-to-head has a shit ton of poise breaking. And a monstrous fucking poise meter when you go to use a certain attack. I got served on a platter! Aren't you spunky? Spink the monkey! Ow! Stop hitting me! Oh good, I get a watch. As I die in the distance. Hi, don't mind me, I'm dying. He's like, no! Kind of love how he's like, uh-oh. I'm being hugged to death! Help me! Nice. Yeah, I could beat him. It's new game plus 3 or 4 or something like that, so motherfucker's gonna hit like a truck. If it wasn't a new game plus, I probably would have won by now. So yeah, having two distinctive types is nice. My Mimic seems to be doing well with it. Me, on the other hand, I am struggling my ass off. Like he's like, and we can switch between our claws from the fast-acting one to the. I don't know if swaddling cloth is good enough or not. That's the thing, because I'm trying to damage fast as possible. And yeah, the movement of the claws when you use the Ash of War counts as a jump attack. So, also it counts as a iframe. A single iframe, that is. So Briar Gloves are activating. Let me try this, just to give myself a +2 damage boost. I need that for my FP. But if I wanted to, I guess I can give myself a little more oomph. I thought I could give myself a little more oomph, but apparently not. Oh wait, I can. Vashaka's armor set, but let's go for some healing through the gloves. Wait, I should have bone gloves. Where are they? Oh, there. That's the Gauntlets of Night. That's not the... What? Where is it? There it is. How does that make me medium load? Oh, it's the leggings, isn't it? Holy shit. He was mad at me! Holy shit! But we did poison him at the end of that, and he's frosted, so he's like, I'm taking 20 more damage, 20% more damage, and I'm slowed, and I'm poisoned now. Well, shit, you little assholes. But I'm taking more damage too because I'm wearing Rashaka's armor. It's like, oh shit. Aren't we two peas in a pod? Seems my mimic though doesn't get the same memo. He's just tanking it like I could take it all day. Come on, send me in. Yeah, he's gaining healing out of it, where I'm not. My mimic is more tankier than I am, and he's wearing the same shit. What's the deal here? I need a piece of candy. I don't want a Twizzler. Oh, gummy bears maybe? No. Shouldn't have bought that bag of nerds. I'll go back tomorrow and get that, but oh my god. Yeah, little shit. I can make it to the second round, and then I can start attacking him. See, this is working out just fine, it's just... should have healed. Because the reason I have my setup of more dex and strength, where arcane and intelligence, faith, and arcane are like secondary by nature, is because I know it will proc. I'm hitting like a truck as it is. It's just my hand-eye coordination is just whoa. I've had better hand-eye coordination playing with my ass cheeks. Okay. The fact I have to give up a chunk of health is the problem I have right now. Oh my god. Can you give me a break? Thank you. I don't know if that +2 extra damage is worth it if I'm taking that much damage. There's no way negating it either. It's like you take the percentage regardless. No matter how high your defense is, no matter how high your stats are, you're gonna take that damage. That's the whole point of the Rashaka armor. Great power, but at a great cost to your own personal health. It's like, yeah, you're just gonna take the damage. There's there's nothing about that that's different. You're just gonna do. You're gonna be hit like a truck. The truck is gonna take you out. I get he somewhat heals as long as he's doing the damage. Because bleed, frost, and poison all build up with this build. I can have 3 different statuses that can build up. Poison, bleed, and frost. So that's a large amount of damage. I think. Could I put on this entire Briar set and work out just fine? I was like, why do you want to be so light-loaded? I don't know why I want it to be light-loaded. It just feels like it should be. No capes. I missed. See, we're doing damage just by jumping on it. Even if the claws mix. It's just adding extra damage. Like martial arts, the claws, for some reason, have that weird little function they have where if you're in an iframe state, any iframe state, and you're touching an enemy, it will cause damage. Claws have a few iframe states. Same as hand-to-hand. Or swift step. There's a little bit of that in there. The fact they're the same weight is so stupid. I wish they took that weight thing more seriously with this. God damn. I think my hand-eye coordination's going bye-bye, so I may have to just stop soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ugh. That frost rock really hurts him. I'm just drinking red potions like Kool-Aid. Should I stick with my fire and ice? Because as fast as ice procs, unprocking and reprocking it probably would cause a shatter effect. As in, heating something and cooling something really fast will cause the object to shatter. Literally. In real life, it just... It's a real thing. I forget the name of it. It's what happens when you super cool and superheat something really fast. My brain. Actually, my head's starting to hurt now. I don't want to think. He's a fun boss, but he is kicking my ass. Probably change my spirit ashes or my flask. It's got the opal tier in there. That's supposed to give me a defense buff, but feels like it doesn't do anything anymore. Maybe a regeneration through HP might work out better because I'm not doing that anymore through my what do you call it? Faith? Maybe just going with that would be better? I rolled into, not away. Why did it say away? Did they nerf the opal tier? I noticed the opal tier ain't doing shit no more. I would drink it, still take the same amount of damage as if I wouldn't if I didn't. Successive attacks restores HP, it says. Holy hell! My Mimic is kicking more ass than I am. I can't believe how much difference a cape makes. That's how my Mimic keeps alive, is that swaddling cloth helps keep my Mimic alive, yes. But what's gonna keep me alive? I don't want to put on monkey mash armor. I get it, that'll be fine if I did wear it, and I'd be able to power through a lot of his bullshit. But I don't feel like I'd earn it. I feel like I would be a little bitch. There shouldn't be just one way to fight him. I mean, there isn't. There's multiple ways, but it's just still. Because if I just put on the swaddling cloth and decide to go all the board, altered solitude armor, hands down, all the way, I'll be medium loaded somehow. See, still medium loaded. Still take the same amount of damage for some reason. I just saw him get swiped away. See, I could withstand a lot of blows now that if I'm wearing that armor, I was like taking hits. But it doesn't feel right. You know? Feels off. Gotta remember to roll into him in certain ways. Well, that's helping my mimic out more than it is me. I don't like the heavy shit. And if I use the light shit, my mimic struggles. What am I supposed to do? Swaddling cloth is keeping him alive. So I guess I can summon him and rely on this magic to go long range with it? I know Black Flame worked last time. Black Flame burnt him down to ash. Ah, bad sign. Bad. Jump scared me with a sign. Can't even wield Black Flame in what state I'm in. No. That requires 20. I don't know why they restricted this so high. One rock to the back of the head and man's fucking pissed at me. You got this, Mimic. You got this, me. Okay, get it. Back off while you're fighting me over there. Bro is pissed off at me for some reason.
Promise you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Forced compassion is not real compassion. I know people really like put bleed on it. It's like I could try, give one extra bleed, then just work off that with ice and bleed combined to make even more. At least it both be over 100, with one being 85 bleed and the other being 105 ice. The constant revving up the build up between both, because an enemy will be either weak to ice or bleed, never immune to both. It's not possible. One is always weak to the other, resistant wise. I mean, I'm taking more of a beating now, but I'm trying to drink my flask a lot. I hate to see what New Game Plus 7 will do to me. Most people will be like, you are in the DLC too, so the enemies, but I'm maxed out Blessing. I should be more resistant. I notice that a lot of people start games over and just look for particular items they want instead of actually playing New Game 7 over and over and over. Because that's kind of stressful. Really? Oh, I need to take a break and just try to help someone else with the boss. And is my gauntlet showing with my claws? That's a first. When I fell down, I saw my gauntlets were on, but my things was showing the I saw my gauntlets when my claws were on. Normally, the claws don't show your gauntlets. Oh, it's a trick of the eye. That's neat. Does it look like I belong here? Oh, come on. Aw, I'm sorry. Did you not know we have invulnerability frames in that time period?
Hey!
He's probably like, motherfucker! Yeah, pretty much shits and giggles. I always have my rings on. The white ring, the blue ring, they're always on. Fun. Red ones are always waiting to invade. Tantra's tongue keeps you in an open state, though. So people will keep trying to find me. Thank you. I'll replace you right here. How long do you think it'll get invaded again? Because my Tantra's tongue's active, so I should get an invasion every once in a while. Because it says nothing about what happens if you win. Because if a Tantra's tongue is active, it should be like you can be invaded constantly. At any given moment, at all times, you mustn't be invaded. There is no cooldown aspect. Like, if you get invaded with companions, right? And say you beat the invader. You got 30 minutes of no invaders can invade you. But what about Tantra's tongue? Does that allow me to just be constantly invaded without that stupid cooldown time? Or do I have to wait 30 fucking minutes? Yeah, Nintendo lost to Pal World, by the way. They lost their lawsuit. Mounts were created before Nintendo did it. Decades before Nintendo did it, actually. Tatter's tongue should just be allowed to be activated, period. It's like, you're allowed to activate it whenever you want. You're opening people to invade you. It should be a freebie. Everyone, we do this prop hunt thing. We always do it. No one knows, really? So if I turn it off and turn it back on, can people start invading me right away? Just that wait 30 minutes is ridiculous. You're using Taunter's Tongue. Taunter's Tongue should not have a cooldown timer. If Taunter's Tongue is activated, you'll be invaded, like, it should be allowed to be invaded every, like, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. You know what you're inviting. Make it look a little destroyed. I mean, if Night Rain was all about testing out the online feature to allow players to play with each other, I hope it translates to better invasions too. They figured out a better way and capable way of inviting people, hosting multiple parties in a game. That way you can invade with a co-op invader on a party of 2 or more. Like, let's say you and your buddy, just 2 people. You're allowed to be invaded by 1 person. But if you have 3 people, 2 people can invade you at once. If you have a full party of 4, 2 people are allowed to invade you at once. It's 2 to 1 odds, in other words. It's pretty simple. Easy fixable things. So I can't be invaded? Well, that sucks. Yeah, it feels like no matter what I wear, it doesn't matter. I'll always take the same amount of damage. And deal about the same amount. That's why I don't like the monkey mash armor when I see it. Because it only does it just give you, I guess, a high poise, but that's all you get. That's just brain dead monkey mash. That's some heavy ass scale armor. That scale armor is supposed to be highly resistant to lightning. I took him out at the last second.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, that one just exploded out of left field. Boy, you are so desynced with me. You're a mile away. The elevator didn't want to work no more. Started off okay, and then we desynced hard. Whoopsie! I slipped and went kablooey! Kablooey, kablooey, patooey, kablooey, wooey, kablooey. He just saw me vanish coming at him, and he's like, when I come back, hi. Yeah, I tried cheesing the main boss for a while, and it was working. It's just my timing is terrible. So now I'm just clawing around. I'm a dog. I kind of have a furry build going on right now, where you're like, not really furry. You use the wolf head or the other head that's sort of like an animal. Blythe's wolf head kind of thing, where you're a beastkin or whatever they want to call it nowadays. The claws are still powerful as hell, though. Wait up! I felt bad for the Solitude guy. Eventually I'm gonna run out of being able to hold all that shit. I don't even use Ruin Arcs. No, I probably should on New Game Plus 4 at this point. Since it's supposed to give you a boon to all your stats. I just wish you didn't need to have them, but most people are like, yo, you don't have to use them as long as you never get hit. Bro, I have 7 heart problems, my hand-eye coordination is dog shit. Those guys were beating the poor living stuffing out of that one dude, though. Yeah, I'm power stancing the claws. These are different weapons entirely. These 2 claws. You bitch! There's a way to jump up there just right at the right angle. You can get up there and grab that item. Without having to go all the way around. It's a shortcut. Also it leads, I believe it leads to that one twin blade a lot quicker too. If you don't mind, you know, plummeting to your death time to time. Gravity, unbeatable. But yeah. Radon was getting bled out and frosted quite often. Since I believe my bleed buildup on this weapon is... It's 82 bleed buildup on this weapon alone and 38 for this one, so combined slashes between the two. Over 100 bleed buildup and 105 frost buildup. I use the Blue Dew Talisman, so I don't have to get FP. I don't need FP flasks if I regenerate FP. It's like, ready, set. See? You can do it with just one or two or one heavy like this. Still breaks stances and stuff, so. Woof. Yay. Remember, an elevator gives you a shortcut around here. Because you could jump from here to that, down to that, and go down that stairs there. Like so. That's how you're supposed to originally get to it, but then you do what I do right here and fuck it up. Because I keep forgetting that hole is there. Because I am a dumbass. Hello, me. It's me. You were stupid. Yes, I know. I keep forgetting about the fucking hole. That's 3 times now. You think I would learn? Pretty good. Pretty much finished Overwatch season, whatever 19 crap it is. Waiting for the update. Waiting to see how they fuck over my new favorite character, Wu Yang. Keep out to nerf the poor bastard. I wish the enemies would stop nerfing him. They nerfed his mobility, which made him completely useless mobility-wise. You play a mile back. His damage and healing, I understood why they changed that up a bit. But they went overkill with the rest of the nerfing is all. It was frustrating to say the least. It's like everyone can walk as fast as he water rides away on his mobility move. Everyone walks at the same speed as he does it. What is the point? He can jump a little higher? Whoop-de-doo. Baptiste can do that 10 times better. Any particular reason there's a chair here? team play. Oh, I found some people to play with, yeah. It's okay. Yeah, some of them don't like how I'm not, you know, doom and gloom about everything in the world right now. Oh, it is, but I can chat to it just fine. I just didn't chat to it because, how should I put this? The people that I'm playing with don't even know I'm streaming it. Completely unaware. Though legally I can stream it since video games are considered public domain when streaming. It's like the equivalency of you screaming on the sidewalk. No, they haven't known for the past 4 months. I just don't mention it. A lot of mentally confused people play Overwatch, I noticed. And I mean a lot of mentally confused people play Overwatch. It's like they don't know what sex is or why humans are only two types. Just genetically and biologically, that's the way our species works. I mean, you can do what you want in your own head and play make-believe, but the reality of it is quite different. It's not even being mean anyway. It's just the honest truth. I know being human is boring and monotonous and pointless, but just the way it is for us people, you know, normal people. Life is boring. Hell, life is pointless. You only enjoy it while you can. But just try to work with each other. But hey, that's people for you. Want to feel so important, so special, don't realizing it doesn't matter in the end. You feel special and unique all you want, but once you're a corpse, you're just rotting like worm food like everyone else. Not special, not unique. Same end for everybody. Return to whence you came. From nothing you came to be, to nothing you will return. All memories erased, all deeds undone. All that you've left behind will turn to dust and be forgotten, just like everyone else. The only way to keep it afloat or aloft long enough to make it, well, what feels like a difference when it's not in the end, is family. Have family, live with your family, cherish your family, grow old with their family, in hopes that maybe it lasts long enough to be remembered long enough. Until one day you're gone, and it's all gone with it. Because soon humanity will cease to exist, along with everything that goes with it. Reality's terrifyingly somber. and dark. Because if you reject reality, reality will reject you. And you will not win. Ever. It's kind of very, very... Ugh. Life is kind of futile in that regard, but you live it anyways because what's the alternative? There is no alternative. You either live it or you just don't. You technically do it for yourself, but you try to keep an open mind when you want to work with other people because without other people, we all die. And then it just ends abruptly anyways. We work with each other because we want to make it last a bit longer and not die sooner. We're just working with each other to extend our own goals and needs and lifespans. Why would it even be in court to decide if biology would win? Biology always wins. If biology didn't win, no one would be born. I don't get why humans think they need to be so special. We're animals. Just highly intelligent animals that act really stupid.
Hey!
I mean, for God's sakes, humans forgot we are animals in general. We are an animal. Just a highly intelligent animal that can't put two and two together anymore. I mean, kids now are like giggling about 67. It's like, what? Is it because it sounds funny? 6'7"? Okay. Haha. What? I mean, yeah, every generation should have its own inside joke, shows, movies, their own thing. The whole point of passing down the torch every 30, 40 years to the next generation is to give that generation something to do, something to strive for and change. Just right now, one generation is being highly selfish, being the boomers. Boomers need to give it up. Give up the torch to the next generation, because everyone in there is too damn old. You were supposed to pass down the torch, enjoy your retirement, and let the next generation improve things. Instead, we got stagnant. We stagnated a lot. But now we kind of are cleaning house, younger and younger generation. My generation finally got into there. It's slow, painful, and agonizing now because it took too damn long to pass down the torch. There's like a generation we should already be passing down. Millennials should be already passing down to the next generation already. But instead, my generation is finally getting into power, so it can make their change for that generation, but it's already literally late. So we're gonna have a lot of problems until each generation tries to get things done. Because believe it or not, my generation may be somewhat loony, some of them are, but the most of us just want peace, quiet, and, I don't know, our laws to be followed. It's like we're asking for too much for some reason. Oh yeah, we don't want to be stabbed, or kidnapped, or murdered by people that shouldn't be here.
Hey!
Oh well, it is what it is, and we gotta do what we gotta do until it's finished. Right now, everything in America is actually going very well. Though they keep bitching and whining, oh, this is horrible, this is horrible. Ah, fucking shut up, it's not horrible. If anything, crime's going down, violence is going down, our actual economy is booming now, it's actually growing up. It's getting more profitable, which means that people get paid more. Problem is, we're going to just replace each other with robots soon, so that's going to backfire. Well, since everything's booming now, we're just going to replace you with robots because it's cheaper. When people are asking for $30 an hour, the machines look better. Yeah, it's a slow process. It probably won't be finished until I'm 60. 20 more years before things are actually back to normal and decent. Where kids can go outside and play without being kidnapped or killed. Streets will be finally clean and not covered in... I don't even know what the shit that stuff is on the ground anymore. Looks like shit. Could be whatever. I don't know. What's the point in the laws if you don't even follow your own laws? There's no point to the laws. Maybe we'll finally abolish the Democrat Party because people are like, you're horrible. The Democrat Party's been the worst party in American history. The party of slavery, the party of segregation, the party that funded, used, and founded the Ku Klux Klan.
Hey!
So, the funny part about the Democrat Party was the worst party in America, but the Republican Party was founded because of the Democrat Party. So if you abolish one, the other one will disappear with it. Yeah, abolish the Democrat Party and the Republican Party would not be needed no more since the Republican Party was a symptom of the problem from the Democrat Party. Which will be replaced by a new party. Which is ironic. Everyone bitches about the Republican Party. I'm like, you do know there's an easy way of getting rid of it, right? You get rid of the Democrat Party, the Republican Party will go with it. Because that one was created because of that one. And if that one doesn't exist anymore, the other one's not needed. Ironic how they're keeping each other alive. The Republican Party does have a handful of things they can gloat about. Republican Party ended slavery. Republican Party ended segregation. Republican Party hunted down the KKK. And the Republican Party voted for women's rights. So, yeah, the Democrat Party is the worst party in American history that caused every issue.
Hey!
And the Republican Party was only founded because the Democrat Party was, well, doing horrible things in the first place. Then the Civil War happened, the Confederacy versus the Union. The Union was the Republican Party. The Confederacy, the South, that owned all the slaves and wanted to keep slavery, was a Democrat Party. So we already had a civil war between those two factions anyways. The Union won. But for some reason, the Union was too gentle and didn't want to just outright remove that segment. Probably a bad decision on that part. Republican Party was just too nice and allowed it to stay instead of getting rid of it. The Republican Party as a whole technically is already partially gone. Because you hear of MAGA, right? Make America Great Again, MAGA. That is a new party. It just branched out from the conservative side. And it's a different party entirely in itself. And it's bigger than Republican Party and Conservative Party. It's its own thing and it's on its own. And it's kind of a party that's tired of the bullshit. It's a party waiting in the wings just for anyone to fuck up. Like, waiting for war. Prepared for it. Just in case. Yeah, good luck in England. I heard it's really bad since half the country is not even English anymore. That's terrifying. I think you may have already lost. I mean, it's illegal to even mention the crime in England, let alone do anything about it. And they bitch about American gun crime, and it's like, England has more crime than America has guns right now. I don't know if that's something you should be gloating about. If you try to mention who's causing the issues, it's hate speech, which is so stupid. That's like saying, oh, you're in trouble for pointing out the obvious. It's like, what the fuck? Hate speech is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. No such thing as hate speech, because because free speech protects all speech that's not violence. Well, in America, it protects everything but violent speech. But hate speech is not a thing, because you may just be pointing out an obvious thing. And what determines hate speech? Any speech that I hate, it becomes hate speech, because,
Hey!
that may not be a good thing. That's a good way to censor people. That makes no sense, you know that, right? Hate speech is just an excuse to silence other people that speech you don't like. That's all it is. I'm so glad I'm in America where I can just speak freely and openly without having to worry about someone trying to hang me from a gallows or put me behind bars for stating obvious common sense. That sounds asinine. My IQ is only 110 and I went to special needs classes. I hate to tell you, if you're dumber than a special needs guy like me, then you may need to go into a sane asylum. Or get mentally checked in for help. Because I'm the low bar. I'm like the second rung of a ladder. I'm not exactly high up on the intelligence scale. The only problem is people aren't having kids, and that means no kids, no productivity, which means no future for you or your country. I don't know what people thought of not having kids would be a good thing, because without kids, there'll be no doctors, no nurses, no farmers, no firefighters, no police officers when you get old to take care of you. There'll be no one there. Do you have a license for that opinion, sir?
Hey!
And soon they'll make you have to have a license to wank. England's gonna be like, do you have a permit to wank and goon? What the fuck? I have to pay money in my own home to jerk it? I just want to jerk my gurk, man. Can you not to be in my business? Unless you're gonna get down there and start sucking and you could go away. Hell, people don't know this about America, but our founding fathers made sure our Constitution allowed infinite parties. Yeah, I know people say that Trump is terrible, but he's not. If anything, he's okay. He's decent compared to what options we had. I voted based off intelligence, logic, and common sense, which means he was the best option out of a big pile of shit. It's like, okay, this is the best I get to pick from? Yippee! I gotta wade my hand in a big pile of shit and pull out one piece of corn that's not completely smells like ass. Yay. Pulled out a goddamn carrot out of a septic tank and made it president, but he does a decent job, so I'll let it slide. Though he's the first president in American history to end, what, 6 wars? I'm pretty sure there's no other president I know of that ended 6 wars in ever. That's actually pretty impressive. Ending war after war after war. I don't know about you, but I would give you credit for that, actually. But there's just so much hate. Pointless hate, if anything. You know, people stopped whining about what Trump was doing and just went to live their lives. I bet you everything would actually get better. Because you wouldn't have your head up your ass constantly whining about everything and being all down and depressed. Instead, you have shit to do. Like, bury yourself in your work and all of a sudden you'll find yourself with more money than you didn't know you needed. Or start a hobby you can sell the product from and make some side cash or something. My mom paints actual artwork and sells it while working in a convalescent home cleaning up after elderly. She has technically a job and a hobby that pays her money. And she loves to paint. She's good at it. She's actually an artist who gets paid for her art.
Hey!
Common sense. It takes the people to bring back the common sense, and the rest follows behind. That's the thing. Our America, surprisingly, it's supposed to be run by the people. Therefore, our common sense, if people came back like it is right now, people said enough is enough, and our military and everything fell behind, fell right in line with it. That's what happened. Is the people said enough is enough. Voted out all the ding dongs and most of them, anyways, and everything started falling in line along with it. Thank God. But yeah, it takes the people to fix that issue by not voting in those people or putting up with it any longer. I mean, you can only stop so many people before you realize everyone's doing it, and it's like, what do you do now? You can't arrest everybody or you wouldn't have a country. Then you would have to let go of everyone that ever did that beforehand. Yeah, once more than half a country says enough, the government has to comply or lose itself entirely. Funny thing is, only needs to be like 33%. For some reason, that number, percentile-wise, always gets things done. Hey, Jack Lord, you heard that America's government shut down, right?
Hey! Hey!
Whoa, that latency. Did you know that America could run 10 years without the government? Yeah, the thing about America is our founding fathers realized this and made sure the system can run 10 years without the government being open. 10 whole years. We don't need the United States government. Every state runs itself, and the only states that would suffer are those run by idiots. In other words, it cleanses itself. And the government doesn't need to do jack shit. The military even runs without the government. The funding will come on its own. Each state will fund its own Coast Guard and military bases. And then the government pays back the money that the state puts into that system when it finally opens. Yeah, each of the 50 states is supposed to be its own personal little country within itself that we all agreed to run together as one big country. So the system is designed to work without the government, if needs be, for up to 10 years before any actual negative effects show up. It's ironic and funny. Pretty much our government said, like, no, we don't need you. We don't need the government. Every state can run itself just fine. It's supposed to run itself just fine without government intervention. If you need food for people, go to the local church where people have donated food, or the food bank. It's supposed to all run itself. Now, the states that will suffer are the ones that didn't plan ahead and thought, oh, we can just do whatever, right? No. California will suffer. Oregon will suffer. The state I'm in, Washington, will suffer because no one planned ahead for this like you were supposed to. Texas won't suffer. Texas is booming, actually, right now. They planned ahead for it for decades. Like 30 years ahead. So Texas has the funding for their military bases, their food supply, their hospitals, and all their medical needs. It's all been pre-planned. You were supposed to pre-plan this shit, just in case the government would shut down. It's designed that way. Because if America got invaded, let's say by Canada, and they took out our DC, well, every state would run itself just fine without it. We just rebuild DC somewhere else. And while we're doing that, everything just goes hunky-dory along like nothing ever happened. I mean, we've been shut down for like 4 weeks now, and nothing has changed other than freebies have stopped. No more freebies, that's all that stopped. No more food stamps that were just, you know, given to people that have been living off it for 30 years when you were never meant to live off those food stamps for that long. Food stamps were a temporary thing to get you food until you get a job. Not for you to use for your entire life. So that stopped, and now people have to either get a job or learn to farm or hunt or scavenge. And decoy voice. Yeah, it was designed. It's already working as intended. The system ain't broken. It's just you have to be smart enough to use the system. The system is not for the ignorant. It's not. The system is not meant to be used for those who are stupid. The system is meant to work for only those who are smart enough to see the system and use it to their advantage. That's why the Founding Fathers believed in education overall. The smarter you made your populace, the easier the system is to use. For everyone. Problem is, nowadays people are dumb as dirt who can't even read anymore. Their comprehension is dog shit. The system is doing just fine. The system's doing what the system does. It's just the people have gotten dumber and can't use the system no more. And those people will not be able to use it anymore. Not until you wise up and learn it again. You can't play games, you can't do stupid shit. You actually have to think.
Hey! Hey!
That's just the way it actually works, and I find that hilarious. And I feel like the only people crying about it are those who won't get the freebies anymore. No more free food stamps or free money. Some people took food stamps and sold them for cash so they can buy things you couldn't buy with food stamps, which is a felony. So, yeah, that needed to stop. Those who actually needed it was not getting it, and those who didn't need it were, well, using it to get what you wanted out of it. Caused more harm than good. So, right now, the system is going through a reset, flushing out all the old, and we'll come back on and then try to get the new back into order. Because a lot of people will probably, that got kicked off, will have to come back to reinstate and realize, you don't need it. Yeah, I know of Liberal Hive Mind and Decoy Voice. I watch Liberal Hive Mind, actually. He's that hooded figure with no face. Yeah, I watch him. Decoy voice, he's okay. He just has a bit of a bias, and I'm like, okay, I'll hear you out, but your bias shows a little much. Which you're allowed to have, but not the end of the world. I know. I mean, it's plain as day to see when we look outside, we can see the world's just fine, hunky-dory, birds are chirping, world keeps spinning. Balance. But when we see something go wrong, and that pattern needs to be fixed before it becomes even further of a problem. Because if you don't fix that problem, it'll just keep repeating and festering until it completely destroys everything. And if you think you're the one who's going to be able to make everything out of the ashes after everything's burnt down, hate to tell you, no you won't. Those who think they can get out what they want out of the ashes of the old will be the ones burnt by those flames into ash to begin with. You ain't gonna get what you want out of it. You'll be ripped out of there and replaced ASAP. Because you were useful and now you're not. And you're no longer needed. So, bye-bye. Thanks for being a willing pawn like a moron. You can change the system without burning it all down. It's agonizingly, gruelingly slow, but it gets done. True progress is slow progress. It's a fucking race, not a marathon. Well, it's a marathon, not a sprint, or something like that they say. It's a long, long distance. You could walk. You don't need to run. You're not a rebel without a cause. You're a wannabe rebel who's looking for a cause. You ain't gonna find it. Because once you get what you want out of something, you don't keep pushing for more and hope to get it. You take what you get and you maintain it. Just like first wave and second wave feminism. Great. Perfect. Now keep it and maintain it. Nope, they went for third wave and now modern wave feminism that's destroying itself, undoing everything that the first two did. You were supposed to stop after the second wave and maintain course. And upkeep what already has been gained. But now, because of that, you may lose it all. Well, so much for that, huh? You can't just keep looking for causes to feel special that you're gonna be this big hero and you're not. You're probably gonna end up like 99.9% of everyone else. Boring life, boring job, boring everything. The only thing of value you'll ever see is the life you make with someone you love. That's it. That is the only thing of value you'll ever have. Everything else is just a means to an end to achieve that one goal. You have no reason to exist other than to reproduce. That's it. How you go about that, it's up to you. You still have to play in the rules of society and what rules everyone agrees upon. It's gonna be good, there's gonna be bad, there's gonna be bullshit in between. But in the end, you're born to grow up, get what you need to get done, and find someone just to have children with. And repeat cycle. And if you don't, the entire species dies and your whole existence was meaningless. There's no point in advancing humanity. There's no point in continuing on if you don't have no future, and the future is children. Yeah, rebel without a cause. But more like a wannabe rebel who wants a LARP while trying to find a cause also. Because without... You know the saying, the children are our future? Well, you didn't have any children, so guess what your future is? Non-existent! You know the ones who are having kids? The people you despise, that you hate their speech and you hate the way they believe and think. Well, those motherfuckers are having kids, so their future is intact. Yours, on the other hand, will be gone. Along with all the kids you got rid of that you refused to have. You flushed your future down the toilet along with anything you ever believed, thought, or cared about. Believe me, there's nothing after this. This is it. This is all you get. You were born in this world to do whatever. Free will and all. But no one gave you instructions on how. Because you were supposed to figure it out. It's pretty simple logic, actually. We start from darkness into light, and then return back to that darkness once we die. Oblivion swallows everything. Just like the planets and solar systems will die back into the black abyss that it came from. And the cycle will start all over again, except for anything that you were or has been or will be will not matter. Or never did matter. That's why you're supposed to enjoy it while you have it. Because this is all you're gonna get. This is why you seek out a partner to love and cherish and grow old with and have kids with, to sustain that future. Those kids will care and love for you when you're old, and cycle moves on until the heat death of the sun and it all stopped mattering. But at least it was somewhat enjoyable in parts. Good food, good company, someone to cuddle with at night, someone to make you feel like it wasn't all worth nothing. Oh well. Too bad. Humanity may go for a massive death boon pretty soon. You heard of baby boomers? Well, the grave boomers are about to happen. And probably a good quarter to 30% of humanity will die, leaving everything behind for the 70% to pick up the pieces and continue on. There'll be a decline in technology, there'll be a decline in everything. Medicine will go backwards. A technology would fall backwards. AI would no longer be viable. Because why would anyone be left to even give a flying fuck about that? Space travel? Put it on the shelf for now. Gotta get those numbers back up before you even think about doing something grandeur again. God knows how many wars and bickering and stupid fighting will spawn out of that, and someone will be like, I want to take over the world, bullshit. Nah. We're about to go backwards by 2,000 years. This age of humanity, the age that's supposed to be enlightened and so smart, will die because it was too damn stupid. And thought it was smart. Forgetting common sense, forgetting biology, forgetting things that you should never have second guessed to begin with. Don't put off today what you could do tomorrow. Today. I thought you would put tomorrow, but yeah. I'm kind of hyper aware of this because I have died. I know I will never find someone and have children. My future's already been gone for 30 years ago. I've been on borrowed time for 39 years of borrowed time. I feel like an outsider looking in on a zoo exhibit of a creature that's supposed to be smart, but yet acts so dumb and forgets its very basic roots. Humanity invented... Misery loves company, too. I mean, humans figure out how to reach the moon. Humans figure out to fly. Humans figure out so much shit, and then they try to overcomplicate it for no reason when you're like... When you're thinking about it going... Biology is an absolute for humans. We're not other creatures. We're our own species of animal. We are in that category for a reason. Dolphins are smart, but you don't see those motherfuckers inventing a car or boat. No, instead, dolphins use their intelligence to torture sea animals and eat them. For fun. And violate female dolphins. And anything else a dolphin could get a hold of. Yeah, such an intelligent species, but yet still acts feral. Humans are no different. You can't forget the laws of nature that bind you. You're not special in that regard. Humans will be forever bound by nature and your instincts. But you can't ignore it or forget it. They're very part of your core DNA. To try to remove it is just go extinct. Granted, we are a species that can fight our instincts, but you can't just say they don't exist. And you can't make up shit as you go along either. I mean, you can make up some shit, but some shit you can't even dispute, or not as just a person, but as a species. Humans need religion just because there's no foundation anymore. Humans didn't need religion for a long time, but eventually at some point humans got sick and tired of the whole tribal warfare and going like a wild animal at each other, and decided, hey, how about we just group up together, find a set of rules and live by them. And society came to be, along with religion coming shortly with it. That's when humans started domesticating ourselves, becoming civilized, trying to remember that we're animals and remember our nature while not rejecting it and moving on to be Oh, somewhat better. But here we are now again, trying to reject everything about what we are, and just ending up becoming feral again. Yippee! I think this player's new.
Not suffer.
He's watching the cutscene.
Lord, devoid of light.
Must be a first timer. Gotta do this right. You can tell if people watch the cutscene, they're new. Like, it's the first time they fought this boss. I love how it doesn't show it. Host died. Damn. I tried. Yeah, humans want to help each other out, but the problem is you have to be in an agreement for that one. Set amount of laws and rules that everyone is applied to equally. If not, then what's the point? Granted, America needs to go through our old laws and, you know, weed out some of them that are completely pointless. Like, you're not allowed to bathe a horse on Sunday. Yeah, that's a weird law for some reason. We need to go and audit our law books. But, yeah. I think I'm done, though. 4 hours, that's close enough. Like and subscribe and blah blah. Good luck with surviving. And the world's gonna be tough, but that's the point. The world was never gentle to begin with. And the world's never gonna be gentle. So grow a spine and thicker skin. Because the world's just waiting to stab you in the back and rip out your spine. Bye. I might play a little Overwatch later, though. No, maybe not. It's 12 o'clock at night. I'm sleepy, too. Maybe tomorrow.